Good afternoon, everybody. David Paul with you on a Wednesday, and the weather pattern is changing, and it looks like this change will be noticeable late this afternoon into the evening hours, into the late night hours as a frontal boundary pushes in. A good chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms late into the evening. Here's the setup right now. Look at all the lightning and thunder lined up across North and East Texas ahead of an approaching cold front. Now, this is a cold front. It doesn't have cold air with it, but it does have enough lift to it. So as it pushes into all the heat and humidity out ahead of it, it's going to lift it. It's doing so right now and producing this line of showers and thunderstorms. And that line is working its way to the south. And I think a lot of that thunderstorm activity is going to get in here after sunset, heading toward 8, 9, 10 o'clock. News time tonight, KHOU 11 News at 10 should be very interesting if this radar trend continues. So that's the big picture. This has already spawned one severe thunderstorm warning up here just south of Dallas near Waxahachie. That's a mean thunderstorm right there. Small hail, very strong gusty wind, outflow boundaries, downburst winds with that particular storm. You can see everything beginning to now accelerate, pushing south down I-45. And then there's this on the 59-69 corridor, Lufkin getting thunderstorms. It's not severe, but look how rapidly that's pushing south. So here in the next hour or so, Polk County, San Jacinto County, Livingston area, Corrigan to Livingston, Denverado Ranch is in right in here. Cleveland area could see rain and thunder pushing in from the north as that batch of thunderstorms races south down 59-69 into our north and east counties. Here's the way FutureTrack sees this. Going into 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, there's the front, and look at all the rain and thunder. And this could be accompanied by some fairly gusty wind. We may see an outflow boundary race out ahead of this thunderstorm activity here. So not out of the questions, we could see a gust of 40 miles an hour at times. I think below severe limits. I don't have any big severe weather watches overnight, but that's a good chance for rain and perhaps some gusty wind going into the evening hours tonight. Make sure you tune in with us at 10 o'clock tonight. Should be a very interesting radar sight. And then that pushes on through, and then Thursday we'll see at least another handful of scattered showers and thunderstorms. And this is part of a much larger overall pattern change across North America in the upper level wind flow pattern. These are the winds flowing here at 34,000 feet, the jet stream. And what's happening is we're getting a trough developing across the eastern half of the country, and that is helping to produce a surface frontal boundary. That's the front, that's the tail end right there of the very cold front that's pushing in from the north this evening. We go into tomorrow, that front begins to wash out, but the tail end of it is still in our vicinity. And so we'll see another chance for a scattered shower or a thunderstorm tomorrow afternoon. Look at this trough digging into the eastern half of the country. That will bring in, I don't know if it's going to bring a real taste of fall, but certainly much less hot air coming in out of northeast Canada. We go further out in time, we go into Saturday. Look at this trough dipping all the way down to Florida. The front pushes into the Florida panhandle. We continue with at least a chance for scattered thunder showers here on Saturday. And then going out in time further into Sunday, we go into Monday, we go into Tuesday. Look at this sharp trough that actually now is forecast to bend back on itself. And that could bring some significantly cooler weather to the northeast United States, also bring rain and stormy weather as well. So that's Wednesday. So we haven't seen a trough like this all summer long. We talked about last week how August is a transition month. Even though it can be the cruelest summer month here in Houston, the days are getting shorter. By the time we get into the second half of the month, we're losing about 2 to 3 minutes of daylight each day. And by the time we get to the end of August, the sun is setting before 8 o'clock. Big changes come during the month of August, even though it feels like summer just goes on forever. So a little further out in time, another significant trough begins to dig going into next week. This is way out. This is 10 days out to August 20th next Saturday, but I just wanted to show you what the models are suggesting is going to happen. That's a trough across the entire eastern half of the country, pushing yet another weak frontal boundary into Texas, kicking off more rain. I wanted to show all this to you because the weather pattern is changing. We're breaking down the heat wave. We don't see a new heat dome forming. We're beginning to get the tail end of these weak fronts coming in. This is all great news for at least changing the drought, dry weather pattern we've had here and bringing in more active rainy weather across the state. Rainfall potential through the next several days. This goes through Saturday, through Friday night. We could see several pockets that we get into this orange and red. We're talking about 3-4 inches of rain possible in pockets over the next several days, with widespread ½ to 1 inch of rain. At this point, we would take that. It wouldn't bust the drought, but it would certainly help. I say it wouldn't bust the drought. You know, in portions of Chambers County, we've lifted the burn ban because last week's rain dumped 5 inches of rain in many parts of the county there. So that's what's up for this evening. We've got a decent chance for thunderstorms going into the evening hours toward news time tonight at 10 o'clock. I would invite you to join us at 10 o'clock. It should be an interesting radar and weather show then. We will have live updates on the evolving weather situation for this afternoon beginning at 4 o'clock on the 411 on the TV side. We'll see you then for our next live update.